Hi, good evening, guys. My name is Jessa Abrigo Delda, and tonight I'm going to take you through how I sing and what I do to achieve a voice like that. But before I do that, uh, I would like to be able to introduce my guitars first. Both of my guitars are made in Europe. My ukulele is made in Europe and the brand is Flight. And this particular ukulele is a soprano one. And I set it, I set it, that the strings still echoes right up to this point, this second dot. Past this point, it doesn't echo anymore, which means that I set it sort of like tighter. The pressure on the knobs here are tight. So up past this point is where it stops echoing. When strum a certain note or pluck a certain note. So yeah, that is the brand is Flight, and my very loved, and I own this guitar for how long now? 2 years, because I really like to to be able to play classically. It's a classical guitar, but it's a classical guitar, and it has the brand is Tanglewood, made in the UK. So it's my cover photo in Facebook. So if this is my cover photo in Facebook, this part of the guitar. So the it's called Enredo Madera. So it is. I bought it second hand, but I really loved it. I probably restring this 3 times. First, the one that it came with it, and then the second I restring it into metal strings, and then this is the third strings on this one. Yeah, nylon strings with metal strings on the top 3 strings. And my experience with this guitar, guys, has always been the best part of my life, because I've done everything with it. I play like a banjo. I can't play any string instrument yet, but I'm on the process of buying a classical songbook, which means that I should be able to. I'm not saying that I would or I can be able to, like, because at the moment, guys, to be honest, I can't shift my chords. So yeah, this is my favorite. It is actually my most loved my most loved ownership that I have. I always have this guitar since I bought it. And it is probably it probably traveled halfway around the world from UK. Like somebody brought it from UK, and I purchased it, in a second-hand store. But this is the most amazing second-hand I bought, because it's perfect. The body of it, guys, is hardwood. This is hardwood here. This is all hardwood. As you can see, it's very well polished. It's very well polished, and also the guitar neck is very sturdy. Really sturdy. It's like a hardwood. Very sturdy. You can feel it. You can feel it if you're holding it. You can feel that it's a really good guitar, sturdy guitar. It's very beautiful too, and also the way it's polished. It's very fine. No matter if, even though I don't polish it, it's always shiny. Yeah, and it sounds really nice. When I had this one restring in a really nice store in the city, in Kansas City, the person who restring it plucked some notes, and it sounds really nice. And I when he was plucking the notes, I can actually hear it while I was waiting, because I wanted to wait for the whole time it was restring. So I thought to myself, that's my guitar. It sounds really nice and sweet, because he's a good guitarist, the person who restring this guitar. And if you can see the fine details, guys, and I have always been proud of this guitar. The whole time I purchased this guitar, I have always been proud of this guitar. And even though I've been unsuccessful with my relatives, with giving them like an insight on what I do during the day, I've been unsuccessful, but I just want to show you guys the details on the sound hole. See the details on that one? It's really amazing. It's like made in the 1800s. It's really beautiful. It's very beautiful. And the knobs, guys, are really gorgeous. They're like ivories. These knobs are like ivories. Very beautiful. And I have always, since I had this guitar, I have always loved it and looked after it. I just don't have a bag for these. When I purchased it, I actually carried these from the second-hand store, and it was nearly raining, and I was really worried that my guitar will get wet from the rain. So I had to like almost walking at the same time. When I purchased this guitar, I still remember that moment when I purchased this guitar. So yeah, the brand is Comienzo. It's a really nice guitar, guys. If you're considering playing guitar classically, I would definitely recommend Tanglewood, Comienzo, Enredo Madera in Comienzo. They're about brand new. They're about $500, but I purchased it secondhand in a really nice store. So yeah, I just would like to say that this is I always love, and my favorite classical guitarist I would like to mention is Mum Whittingham from England, from the UK. She's my favorite guitarist. She's the reason why I want to play classical guitar. But I can't play classical guitar, guys. I promise I can't. And I love singing, and that's why. And then when I purchased the ukulele, guys, when I purchased, I always liked ukulele. I just didn't know what kind I like. So I went on to research a little bit on about what kind I like, and then I went to the store, and the lady, the she helped me choose which ones to purchase, and it turned out that it is. When I looked at the tag, it was actually a soprano ukulele. And looking at some different ukuleles now, I can see that this is a soprano, and the difference is that the frets, the body of the ukulele begins with the frets ends. So that's how I can say that this is a soprano, definitely. And I love the engravement of it. It's a dream catcher. It's a dream catcher, and I think it's a mahogany. It's really, really nice, guys. So yeah, these are my most loved items, and if you actually notice, I don't go out of the house only because as a child, guys, I was brought up really, really in poverty. So whenever I have things, I tend to put my love into it. So you call me materialistic, but I just, when I purchase something, I really love and spend time with my things. That's why I don't go out much, because of my things, which is like these two things, 2 string guitars. So yeah, I hope it's good that you get to meet my guitar, because I'm really proud of my guitar. So I really wish I could play classical guitar. I always, because I'm very fond of how classical guitarists play guitars, and I'm fond with everyone who can play guitars, because I can't play guitars. So that's why I bought guitars. And also, when I was a child, I've seen my uncles with guitars. So I always want to be able to own a guitar, like guitars. So yeah, tonight I'm going to talk about how to achieve how to sing the way I sing, in our own individualistic voices. So all of us would have different sound of head voice, because we're all individuals, unique individuals. But I'm just gonna take you guys through on how I do it. The first thing I do is I would expand my diaphragm by sitting upright, and then inhaling a huge amounts of air. And then the next process is enunciation. Enunciation is where we formulate our mouth for the amount of air that we exhale. For example, in vowels, so the formulation of our mouth. For example, the O vowel, the A vowel, the E vowel, the E vowel, So those vowels, we exhale a little bit at a time, slowly, through enunciating the vowels in a way that's, because I feel, guys, that if you have any technique also that you can impart with me on how to reach vibrato and head voice, I would love to be able to hear as well. Because I'm not able to achieve vibrato on my head voice. So at the moment, I'm working on that technique because I can't do it. I really can't. So if you have some technique on how to achieve that, is would be really nice if you could share it with me as well. And then the third one is a metaphor. Our diaphragm like a balloon filled with air. So you fill it up with air, and you let go little bit of amount of air at a time through the enunciation of and the formulation of our mouth to enunciate the vowels. And then the last one is the adding the stifle cry. So adding the stifle cry is something like this. You know, that sort of stifle cry. But when we are singing head voice, it's very we can't actually notice the stifle cry, but it's always there. For me, the stifle cry is, in a way, when I sing this way, I thought of my childhood, spending time with my mom. You know what I mean? Because I grew up in poverty, guys, but I was rich in love. I was wealthy in love. So I was very attached to my mom. So yeah, when I sing, guys, I find a point in my life that I can integrate to my singing, and that's my childhood. Yeah, that's my childhood, because I didn't have the privilege to. I became very independent really early of my life. So yeah, that's the way. That's how I sing. Is I integrate my childhood by adding that stifle cry. So yeah, we would all have different reasons why we love music. For me, it's my time with my mom. This is the way I spend time with my mom, is through music. And we all have different reasons, you know. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and also I hope you can also share with me on how to achieve vibrato in head voice. I would love to be able to hear it as well, because I really can't do it. I can't do it. So I hope I'm being helpful, and I'm sorry if I'm a bit proud of my things, of my ownerships with my guitars. So yeah, I just wanted to, because I always have this one as my I would love to be able to play, guys. One day I would, yeah. So yeah, thank you very much. Bye.